system, so people are probably familiar with the badge system. Alright, we're going. So yeah, this is SSRM 7.5, Kedowser Return, which is basically a modification of SSRM 7, Part of Time. If you just saw that in the bingo, then you'll know what that is. Basically, the first thing to note is that I'm unable to wall kick or triple jump unless I do a badgeless wall kick, which involves pressing B on the same frame that I wall kick. Because the way that the wall kick badge prevents you from wall kicking is that the frame after you wall kick, it just bonks you again so that you can't continue. But if you dive before that bonk happens, then you get to not get blocked. So then you're good. So yeah, first thing I do in the run is just a badgeless wall kick right there like that to get that start fast. And right there, Brodu kind of expects you to have to wall kick to get past that little thing, but you can just bonk jump all the way to the cliff anyway. So this star says it requires wall kicks, but it really doesn't. Like, I didn't even have to do a badgeless wall kick. And then I'm just gonna get one more star here, because the other stars here require risky badgeless wall kicks, and I don't want to do that. I'd much rather have the badge and then just be able to do the wall kicks, and it'd be easy. And there's also a strat that requires the wall kick badge that's faster for one of the stars here, so I saved that until I have the badge for later, so it's quick. Alright, so Burning Swamp. This is a lava version of Kadamba Swamp. First thing, oh god. Alright, I guess I can salvage this. Kinda awkward. Alright, now let's see if I can actually do that skip. Ah, missed it there. Okay, there we go. Alright, so then, any more stars here so far? Yeah, because I've only gotten 2 yet. Yeah, and the reason I'm only getting 5 here right now is because I'm literally only able to get 5 because 2 of the stars are like, I can't get them until after I've pressed the switches. The switches being the pink switch and the blue switch. The pink switch unlocks the box that has star 6 in it, and the blue switch unlocks the box with 100 coin stars in it. So that's one more interesting thing about this game, is that the 100 coin stars are actually just inside of boxes. Like, basically the location that corresponds to the 100 coin star in the game's memory is actually just a star you can collect without having to get 100 coins, and it's just in a box that you have to press the blue switch to make it appear. So this game pretty much doesn't have 100 coin stars, which is really nice. So you don't ever have to collect coins, really. Oh yeah, an 82 star is the any percent intended star count category in this game. There is also a 17 star, which you basically have to do a light chuckya for it. I mean, not quite. You can carry a chuckya long distance with an amp chasing you, and if you can manage to dodge the amp. But yeah, I mean, there's an 80-star door, and then you have to fight 2 bosses that give you a star each. So that makes 82 stars. Alright, so now on to the 3rd level, which is called Remove Island. And I'm only going to get 3 stars here, I think? Because one of them I don't want to have to do a badgeless wall kick for. Like, badgeless window is awful. It's actually, like, really bad. So I don't want to do that, so I'll come back here later when I have badges in order to do that. And the other are obviously 100 coin star and pink box star, which I can't get because I haven't pressed the switches yet. And I don't press the switches until I have 25 stars. Okay. So basically what I'm doing is trying to get 20 stars off of the first 5 levels. And then using that to enter Bowser 1, which has the Super Stomp badge in it. And I need that badge in order to get pretty much anywhere other than the first overworld. So I want to get that pretty much as soon as I can. Oh, missed that one. Come on. Yeah, so these levels are mostly based off of the corresponding levels in Park of Time. But the stars locations are generally in weird places, like kind of hidden off to the side. Like you kind of gotta like jump off a cliff and then, oh, there's a star on the way down somewhere. As you might have noticed in Burning Swamp and this level in some places. Aglab, it's not a BLJ into key 1. It's, I think you can actually just backflip past the star door if you go in the right place, but CBA to do that. Because I need stars later anyway, so specifically for, I'm not even sure what anymore, just the 25 star door, I think. So we have a nice BLJ in course 4 here to get to this switch earlier. Without that BLJ, it wouldn't be worth to put the star in the route, and then I'd have to do 1 extra star from course 1. Oops. Alright, then after this, it's fairly straightforward, I think, for the rest of this level. Not really anything all that surprising. Other than, I mean, this long jump right here is technically a skip, because you're supposed to use some bouncers to get onto that platform with the eye, and then drop down afterwards, but, you know, you can just kind of long jump down to the star. Now this star is kind of annoying for like casual players, because you gotta like ground pound at just the right time to land on a bouncer. Oh, come on! Now I have to wait, go around again to get the little secret here. There we go. And then usually you'd have to like go all the way around in a cycle. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, the fact that I missed the secret in the first try, like, I don't know. Like, it's supposed to be collected when you go off that one bouncer, but it just didn't happen. I just went over it somehow. Once again. Okay, this time. But you can kind of just use that bouncer's momentum to go all the way to the star, and then you don't have to go off do some dumb ground pound. And then there's one more quick start here. Let's just kind of use jump in the middle of nowhere, and there you go. Alright, so now course 5, which is Deadly Cave. It's kind of like Mirror Cave, except one side is toxic gas and the other side is quicksand. Instead of one side being water and the other being, I don't know, some weird mirror world thing. I don't know what it is. But anyway, first thing I'm going to do is probably a pretty tough trick. You gotta Badgel's wall kick into this bouncer. But you're on this slow sand, so fail, you're kind of screwed. Ah. Yep. I just missed the bouncer the first time. Like, I got the wall kick. My angle was bad. That's not good. Ugh. I might have to just do this intended way at some point. Okay, got it. There's 2 more, then I'll have 20, which will let me enter Bowser 1. Now, something a little bit interesting happens with this stuff. If I do this right, I'll take fall damage on the quicksand, but grab the star at the same time. And for some reason, it still damages me, even though, like, quicksand should immediately kill me as soon as I land on it. But the fact that I grab the star means that I won't die. But then, like, since I grabbed the star, I shouldn't have taken fall damage, right? So it's a little weird. here you're usually supposed to do a boss fight to get a key, which will open a door which has the super badge behind it. But we're just gonna get a star. No, I don't think it's the same kind of thing, Drunk Man. I'd say it's more related to the fact that you can like kick a wall at the same time you grab a star and then keep your backwards momentum from kicking the wall after you've collected the star. But, you know, instead of doing that boss fight, I'm just gonna bomb flip through this door. Oh god. Good. Hey, game over. Doesn't really matter though. Probably a good thing that happened, because, you know, I'd be stuck in that room, so I have to exit course after getting the badge, and so the game wouldn't save, so if I game overed after that, I would be in trouble, because I'd have to get the badge again. Oh right, I already have the star, so I don't get it. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I don't know how I grabbed that bomb. It clearly wasn't anywhere near me. Alright, yeah. It's a good thing this door's pretty easy to flip through. Like, I barely need a bomb of any size at all. Like, pretty much anything does. Other than, like, the standard size. So now I'm gonna go to the second overworld now that I have the super badge. And I think the idea was to get 4 stars here at this time. Because one of them has a nice skip that's faster when you have the wall kick badge. So I got that badge as wall kick. That's a nice little time save. It skips a ledge grab. And now waterfall. So here, there's another badgeless wall kick that I like to do, but I mean, it just saves 1 lava bounce is all it does, really. Oh no, that's not good. Okay. So it probably saves about a second if you get it. But yeah, other than that. I think unscheduled is still unscheduled. Yo, if you're here, you could do Ultra Badge Rush during that time? That would be great, actually, I found her. That'd be real nice, actually. Okay, so now that I've gotten those stars... See, normally you need 33 stars to get into this door, but... You know, for some reason, if you just, come on. You just backflip into the left 3 on, like, the right side of it. Just kind of go through. It seems like every door that has a number like that above it has something like that. Like in SR4, how you can get into Blue Realm early by just jumping into the... And this skip, I mean, this amp here is meant to prevent you from doing this skip, but not good enough, F minus minus. We can still do it anyway. Now the reason I'm going here is solely to get the wall kick badge. That's the only thing that I'm gonna get from this level. And to do that, I'm actually going to use this chuck it'll clip through the door this time instead of a bomb, because there aren't neighbor bombs. But, you know, this Chuck-it is a bit heavy. Like, I can't really carry it all the way to the door. So I have to do something to speed that along. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna go into this bouncer with the Chuck-it, and that's gonna force the Chuck-it into hands-free mode, which is a strange state to be in. The Chuck is just kind of... Oh wait, hold on. I'm not doing this right. There we go. And then if I grab the Chuck again, it will be light. So now I have a light Chuck, and I can walk around much faster with it and also jump. Very good things to have. Increases the speed very much. And then I just get that red point as I'm falling so I don't die. Then just go up against this wall and throw him and flip through. Now I have the wall kick badge and I'm out of here. Alright. So now that I have 25 stars, there's a certain door here that I can open. That specifically is the door to the blue switch. And also, since I have more than 15 stars, Mips appears, so I can use him to clip through the 55-star door that guards the pink switch. And now I'll have both the blue switch and the pink switches open. Or pressed, which is nice. So I'm just gonna get this Mip star, because, you know, good to get a star. And I need to carry Mips through this door. So there are two ways of doing that. One is to clip inside of the door rather than through it with what I did there, which I'm not very good at doing. The other way is to dive at Mips and grab him and then bonk into the door and hope he ends up inside of the door. Now the reason I can walk through that door anytime I want is because it's the 70-star door, and in vanilla, the 70-star door just... Like, if you don't have 70 stars and you go through it, you'll encounter the endless stairs, which doesn't allow you to go through. So any door that requires 70 stars is programmed to act like the door in front of the endless stairs. So it lets you through, and since there's no staircase here, you don't really get the endless stairs problem, so the 70-star door is basically nothing. But now I'm kind of stuck in here because I Mips clipped through the door, so I just save the game and reset. To get out, and now I'm here again. So now I'm going to be going to the third overworld in order to press the green switch, which I will need to enter the final level. But of course, in order to do that, I need the BLJ for this 50-star. Oh, I got it. Oh wait, hold on. I messed up, didn't I? Yeah. It's actually fine though. I'll just change my route a little bit, and I forgot a coin. I need that coin. I don't want to have to do that BLJ again, so I'm just gonna roll with this. I forgot I was supposed to do SNES Rainbow Road now, but it's fine. And I want that guy out of the way, because he can kill me sometimes, and that's pretty bad. Because then I'll have to do the BLJ again if I die. And I don't want to have to do that again. And let's see where they plot. Okay, I can't make the cycle, because I forgot that coin mostly. That slowed me down quite a bit. So I just have to wait for these platforms to come back. Okay. So this pipe, you just have to put in a password, and it will bring you to the green switch. You have to know which door to go into in which order. And the code is given by a hint at the end of SSRM 7. Each door corresponds to one of the Star Revenge games that came before this one. Yeah. Okay. So there's 6 doors, you know, one for each Star Revenge: Star Revenge 1, Star Revenge 2, Star Revenge 3, Star Revenge 4, Star Revenge 5, which was 0.5 at the time because Star Revenge 5 wasn't out yet, and then Star Revenge 6. Okay, and that star just forced me back out here, and now I want to go down to Icy Temple time 2. But on my way there, I want to get a toad. Again, I want to kill that lag too, because I hate those things. And they can often kill me, and I don't want to die, because that means I'll have to do the DLJ again, and I don't want to have to do that again. Okay. And we are in there. Alright, that's course 11, where I'm going to get the Ultra Badge. And since I already have wall kicks, I don't need to leave this place and come back. So the main part about this route that makes it nice is the fact that I don't get the triple jump badge at all. Because the triple jump badge is in Bowser 2. And you need the wall kick badge to get it. So I would have to exit. I would have to find a way to death warp from inside of the. So normally this gate's blocking your path here, and you know, could open it. But the reason I open it is so I can go up here and wall kick straight to the badge. If you want to just go through it, you can just use that bomb that's right next to it to clip through it easily. But there's also another skip with some wall kicks earlier that I'm about to do for a different star. That would be even faster than clipping through the gate with the bomb. So that's like 3 different skips for this star, each faster than the last, and I just happen to use that one. The other thing is to do this. Then I'm up here, and I can go into this warp. If I went to my left, that would be the intended way to get to the star that I just got. But over here, there's no block. They give me the star that's called no block. Now for the rest of these stars, which is 3 more in this level that are fast. You know, I don't have to get all the stars because this is only 82 star, not 130. I'm gonna have to do some wall kicks on a tree in order to get into this window here. Get this right. No, that's not good. Come on, this isn't that bad. Okay, since I ledge grabbed that, oh. There we go, that's all I needed. Now I have to do that 2 more times. Hopefully. Hopefully that was enough to refresh my memory on how to do that, and now I can just get it quickly instead of having to fumble around for a while before getting it. I guess doing all those other runs before this one kind of made me re-rust this category. I mean, the route for this was developed, like, in the week leading up to the marathon anyway. So, like, I didn't really do this trick that much. I just learned it, like, 2 weeks ago. Alright, one more star here. One more tree wall kick. Oh, good one. Oh, that might have worked, actually. There we go. Now, normally you're supposed to, like, drop down. Maybe I'll go on the other side. I don't have to go backwards. Like it. That doesn't seem high enough. Let me use this method. Okay, that worked. But yeah, see that hole above the star there? You're kind of supposed to drop down from there to get this box, but you can just do some wall kicks to get up there. I'm used to doing it with a triple jump wall kick, but obviously since I skipped the triple jump badge, I can't really do that. So I have to make do with what I have. So that star is actually real, but I'm just gonna get it last because it's the easiest. So normally we could do a triple jump wall kick, ledge grab to get on top of the wall to get over that, but you know, we don't have triple jump, so we can't do that. But luckily there's a BLJ to do it even faster than that for us anyway. It's one more other than the bridge. Oh. Alright, so now just the bridge star. So now I'm going to jump off the edge and die, because that will bring me right in front of the entrance to course 10. So that's just a quick way to get there. Just like that. 40 stars here. No, Aglab, I don't have splits open. So, just like an SR7, there's this nice troll star ring. The way you tell which one's real, well, it looks like most of these are tilted, but as far as I could tell, the real one is on a slightly different rotation than the other. Like, all of them are rotating synchronized. And then the real one is just like slightly off. So that might be an SR7 where that's the case, and maybe not here. It might be the tilt that you have to use to recognize it. Okay, so now to get the 40th star, I'll go to Rainbow Road that I forgot to go to link before the green switch. Because I want to go through the 40-star door. I mean, technically you can BLJ through it, but it's very difficult to do because you have to build up speed with the BLJ, going roughly toward the 50-star door, and then change direction with all that speed, and then get into the door. So you have to build up enough speed to clip, and then be able to control with that speed to go to the correct door to clip through. But the route works out to have 40 stars right now anyway, so walk through here. The only reason we're doing this is to go to course 13, because we've already been to course 11 and 12 for all the stars we need there. But since we don't have triple jump, we can't just do the intended way of getting up there, so we have to do that double jump wall kick arch to get up there. A lot of things that I had to learn in order to skip triple jump. All within the past 2 weeks leading up to the marathon. There we go. See, normally it'd just be a triple jump wall kick ground pound, but I have to do like side flip, double wall kick, and ground pound immediately to grab the star. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed by now, this is a black and white version of Palm Harbor from Star Revenge 3, or which was also reused in Star Revenge 4 in the Flam Habors Festival level. As well as Star Revenge 6 is a lava version of this level, which is called Burning Harbor. Except I think he also spelled harbor wrong there and spelled it Habor. Just forgot the R. No, actually, Minty, there's no... The first R is just not there in Star Revenge 4. Yeah, it's what car is the type. I'm not even sure if the level's spelled correctly in Star Revenge 3. I mean, I don't remember there specifically being a typo in Star Revenge 3, but there might as well be. Because every other time he's spelled that level's name, it's been wrong. So these platforms are actually in exactly the same places as they are in Star Revenge 4, interestingly enough. Okay, now I'll save quick because I've gotten everything in this overworld that I want. And now I think I'll clean up overworld 2? I think that's what comes next. Yeah, pretty sure. We do overworld, but we finish up overworld 1 last. That's right. So this star is pretty cool. That was a nice skip that Jarp found. Or at least I think Jarp found this. We do that slide kick to get all the way over here. Now if I had triple jump, I could triple jump directly into the star, but since I don't, I have to do this. And I missed. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Okay, so he actually spells it correctly in Star Revenge 3. Yeah, it's like the British spelling or something. For some reason, he puts the U in Harbor. Like, I don't know. Very British of him. Oh, God, it just barely. Wow, dude. It's usually not even that close. Like, it's a lot more lenient than I made it look. But, I mean, maybe not a lot, but it's more lenient than I made it look. I just wasn't getting good angles or something, I don't know. Now let's go over here. Now in America, you just spell it H-A-R-B-O-R. There's no U in there, just like there's no U in color. Alright, now to Purple Waste Jungle, which is probably the most difficult level in the run, just because of this star right here. This is the fastest way to do it. The slope is also very steep, so you probably get like 2 frames before you start losing ground from sliding down. Alright, we did it. Not quite optimally, but we did it. Ultra Badge Rush by Isometer. Then we might need a small amount of extra stalling after that, but Ultra Badge Rush. That should be a cool run because it skips like everything. So we've already seen 121 star, which doesn't skip anything. So yeah, there's a bunch of troll stars down here as well. I think all the fake ones are tilted, so you can find the real one by looking at that. So yeah, that double jump kick to get on top of that platform is kind of precise, so I have the movement such that if I miss it, I just do another double jump and ledge grab anyway. It's a good backup. Normally you triple jump to get up there, but we don't have triple jump, so we had to make movement different because of that. So normally, if I'm not careful, I'll just miss the star here and fall back down, then have to climb back up. So I just made sure I could see where everything was and just jump at the star and get it. tree with its roots is kind of the problem, because if you land on the roots, you'll just start sliding, and you might fly off the cliff. Or slide off the cliff, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Nice double jump, okay. So, for this star, you need either the wall kick badge or the triple jump badge. I missed the angle. You could just triple jump across that gap, but there's also a wall kick you can do that can get you past the gap. I think in Park of Time you can make that jump with a double jump dive, but I'm not sure you can do that in this game. So now you'd think like, oh, that's a star right there, but it's like so tilted, so you kind of know it's not real, and you gotta go around here to get the real one. I think there's one more star here. Should be. Yeah. The pink box is the one that I want here. The other one you have to like get a secret with long tag. I'm just gonna do this. Jump dive, wall kick. Oh yeah. Didn't get a firstie. Everything went right. Alright, so now I'm gonna go to Oil Canyon. Ah! Okay. Now I don't have to do wall kicks anymore. Even though those aren't bad, really. Yeah. That was not a good dive recover. I guess I just or I didn't have a good angle and speed and position for that dive recover, so I just kind of bailed on it. But normally I'd just dive recover on that corner and then land on the star. Might have landed in the pipe quite a good angle. Alright, so now the aptly named Valley of Too Much Water. Quite a bit brighter than Enchanted Death Valley. You know, the level it's based on. So these fish are kind of dangerous. They just go right at you. So I kind of had to adjust my movement to dodge it. And if I spend too long in that little alcove with the water level changer, he'll definitely get me. It's happened many times in runs. So I lowered the water in order to open the cannon, because the cannon just has a star in it, and that's a very fast star if the cannon's open. But, you know, while the water's lowered, I can also get that star, so... And on average, those two stars are worth getting together, but just that one star by itself, the water star, is not worth it. To put an 82 star, that is. But the fact that it enables cannon makes it worth it. So that ledge grab doesn't look like it should happen, but it just does, so yeah. Sometimes there's weird collision with things like that allow you to ledge grab much lower than where you think you should be able to. There's also a similar thing that happens in SSRM2018. Good thing this level doesn't have so many objects that if a bomb exploding underwater would crash the game. All them bubbles though. So many objects. Alright, that's the end of that level. Now I just need to save and quit. Good. Now I'm back to the beginning of the game, where I can go through all those levels that I went through at the beginning and get all the stars that I couldn't get earlier. So I'm pretty much just going to do these in reverse order, throwing the slide in there along the way. That's not the right way. Those stars are... what? This mirror over here. And now I think this right here is the slowest star on the route. I think so. It might be second slowest, but it's pretty close. So there's one star that's like fast enough to be in the route but requires triple jump. So if I had gotten triple jump, then this star would not be in the route. Alright, so now I'll do the BLJ in course 4 2 more times. One for this star here. I think it was done in Park of Time. But in anything other than 7 and 7.5, I don't recall any such instances, Darcy. Alright, got them both without dying, which is somehow a rarity these days. No. I know that. Like, Volcanic Jungle Victim and Icy Temple of Time in Star Revenge 7 are levels like that. Now I'm going to use this bouncer to get all the way over here, where this pink box star is. And this hack, Icy Temple of Time 2, is like that as well. There should be one more star. Wait, what? What did I... What? 64? Should I have 65? No, never mind. Yeah, no, 64 is right, yeah, it should be. I think I'm remembering a different route or something that had 65 after that. I don't know. No, it's definitely 64, because then it'll be 68, 71, and like 77. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this slide is a pretty cool slide. Got some stars on detours along the way. And then like 3 stars associated with the slide itself. 1 for just completing the slide, 1 for completing the slide in under 20 seconds, and 1 for getting red coins along the way for the slide. But the red coins take too long, so we don't get those here. Not fast enough to be an 82 star. So for the star where you just complete the slide, the best way to do it is to make sure that you've taken more than 20 seconds, so you don't have to wait like the 5 seconds for that star spawn animation to play. Well, I guess it's more of a cutscene than an animation, but whatever, yeah. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit so that I get over 20 seconds. Hopefully I do it right. That should be enough. Okay, I guess I slowed down a bit too much, but it's okay. Alright, so now the courses 3, 2, and 1 again. So now I'm going to do window and show you why I didn't want to do this without the wall kickback. So the way we do this is to jump on the swamp and then wall kick here and land on those shrink platforms. The The reason I don't want to do that without the badge is because it's kind of hard to land on those shrink platforms if you're in a dive, which you would have to be after doing a badgeless wall kick. And also, if you fail, then you have to wait for the thwomp to get in position. Oh, that's not good. I guess I'll have to do this. Whew. So yeah, good to have the wall kick badge for that star. It's possible without it, but it's just, no. Don't make me do that. Ugh. After UBR, I guess, because, I mean, I was originally scheduled to host the unscheduled part anyway, so might as well stick to that formula. Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to go around that. You would kind of get destroyed by not having super badge, though, is the thing, Karsa. Super badge is kind of needed for a lot of things. So let me actually take some time to line this up a little bit. Alright, that should work. Alright, so now the 100 coin box. Alright, so that's everything in Force 3. Now just the 2 stars left in Force 2, and then 4 stars in Force 1. More. Alright, now for the crazy bridge strat that I was talking about earlier that requires wall kick badge to do. Hopefully I don't mess this up too bad. It looks super cool, and I don't want to have to climb all the way up on the bridge, so... So I get on top of this chimney here. Got it first try, let's go. Alright, now this star here, the reason I put this off is because the strat for getting the star is to do this right into the star. And if you fail that wall kick, you fall in the water, and that takes forever to get back up. So I'd rather have the badge to be able to wall kick there. Which is why I didn't get that at the beginning of the run. Luckily I didn't need to, because like, if there was one less star in the route before the 40-star door, I would have had to do that one, pretty much. And that's just like a very risky star without the badge. It would result in a lot of resets. Especially because there's already a badgeless wall kick for the pillar star as well, that you probably would just reset until you get first try if you want a good course 1 at the beginning. So only having 1 star that you have to reset grind the badgeless wall kick for is nice, rather than 2. So I only have 2 lives now. I'd rather have more, so I'm just gonna save quit. Even though like where I'm going to go is still in the same overworld. Like I just kind of teleported a very short distance there, but I mean it might actually be faster to save quit anyway, but main thing is like I'm doing it for lives. Alright, so this time I just get Mips to get the star. I don't actually need him to clip through anything anymore because I have a bunch of stars. Alright, so then there's just one more toad here. That will give me 79 stars. And then course 14 has 1 fast star in it, and I'll get that, and then I'll have 80. So this is looking like a 116, 117 base maybe. I don't know. That was kind of awkward. Now entering the course and then exiting is definitely slower than save quit Sodium. I meant like it might be faster to just walk from where you are after a save continue. So yeah, that star there is obviously fake, because, you know, that's in too easy of a location for it to be in this game. You know, the stars in this game have to be in weird places. That looked way too ordinary for it to be a real star. Alright, so now I go to the 80-star door, which is inside of this level. Double long jump, dive, roll out, speed kick, double jump. Aw, man. Speed kick, double jump gives you just the right amount of height to get through that without bonking on anything, and it's really. Oh, come on. Corner physics, strike again. Why didn't I do the good movement? What am I doing? Alright, 80-star door. Now we are at the double tower, where we just skip everything because wall kicks are cool. I mean, Brodo just really never saw this coming. Just completely blindsided. Boom. Skipped everything. normally you're supposed to hit that blue switch to go through this door to get to the other side. And then when you come up here, this gate would be closed and you have to go through that door to my right to get to the other side of the tower to drop down onto that ultra block covering the switch to open the gate. But as you saw there, I was able to just do a nice wall kick to get right to where the switch is and open the gate. So I don't have to go through that. I really expected a ledge grab. That was scary. Alright, so now I have to fight 3 bosses in a row, the first 2 of which give me 2 stars, which is why this is called 82 star. And now we get to chain the double jumps because of the fact that I don't have the triple jump edge. Yeah, I guess the first boss fight, so-called, is just a Koopa race, but, you know, apparently races against Brodu count as final bosses. Or maybe not final bosses, but bosses. Although in 0.5 it was the final boss, so... And I guess it's the same in 6.5. The Koopa race is the final boss there as well. I'm gonna get hit by the fire. Oh, I guess it's true of SR5 as well. I forgot about that. Not 5.5 though. That has an elevator ride as the final boss. Because the elevator rides are the true final boss of all speedrunners. It's how do you save time on an elevator ride? You can't. Other than skipping it altogether, which they've managed to figure out how to do for like 2 out of the 4 elevator rides you have to do in the 5.5 final boss. Apparently they're like task-only ways to do the other 2. So that was Time Rock, which was the final boss in Star Revenge 7. Yeah, he comes back here as one of the things guarding the Kedowser fight. Because, you know, this game's called Kedowser's Return, so of course you have to fight Kedowser as the final boss. Oh, what am I doing? At least I got the hit. I could just not get my amp. Of course. I should have known that that fire spitter had fired. Yeah, I rushed my throw because, I mean, I normally spin Bowser for like a very long time before I actually throw him, most of the time. But in that case, I kind of had to rush because I would have got hit by fire. The other people are actually good at Bowser throws, like, I'm not. Okay, that was like 5 spins, which is like 2 more than you need. Rip. Does that one have a bomb? It does, okay. I guess we'll go for it. 6 spins! Yay! Apparently you're only supposed to do 2 or something. Alright, there we go. Hotkey, right. 116.30, not too bad. Didn't make my original estimate of 115, but since it was moved to the unscheduled zone, I had as much time as I wanted to make the estimate, so I just raised it to 125. The free estimate, when you just raise the estimate until you can make it.